We often say Mary Evans Picture Library is a place to come not only for history and of course film, but also for the unexpected and surprising.
We're celebrating our 60th birthday this year, and we thought it was about time we invited you to look around.
So it started officially in 1964. I used to come home from school to the picture library. I can still picture the crime and punishment going through the different... I probably shouldn't admit to that. Bit grim, but you know what kids are like. What my parents were very keen to show is the lives of ordinary people. So the first picture was loaned to the BBC on Points of View, and then they started loaning them to friends and were sort of offered money for it, and realised that not only could they make it into a little business, but more excitingly for them, they could fund and buy more, which was, of course, a big motivation.
You sort of think, if you've got pictures related to all aspects of the past all around the world, from the year dot until now, how on earth would you begin to organise these pictures? Hilary, I think, was the real driving force, not only behind the acquisitions, he also, along with Mary, organised an amazing system of categorising images.
So the way that we expand what we're able to offer clients today is by taking on the archives and collections of other places and other people. That includes things like photographers like Roger Main, Shirley Baker, Sandra Lusarda, Madame Yvonne, art and illustration collections such as the Medici Society, the March of the Women collection, which is all about women's rights and suffrage.
Natural History Museum, English Heritage, National Archives. One of those collections that we've worked with is the Studio Canal film collection. It's a fabulous collection, includes all the Ealing comedies, carry-on films. So that's a really, really special part of the cinema collection, which is exclusive to us.
And we can research here, send people what we found, and if something works, we will negotiate a fee and provide them with the image.
Over the next few years, there's so many images that will be created purporting to show historical events, people, but it won't be real. And certainly for educational institutions, authenticity is going to be very, very important. Our core collection, everything that's been scanned, we can show you the original and guarantee the authenticity of that image.
We are continuing in a quite traditional vein, but using modern technology to bring these images to people.
The collection here is very eclectic. They capture a snapshot of the time of life that would be lost because they would probably not be offered commercially in any other library in the world.
There are collections within the collection reflecting personal interest, so there's a huge paranormal section because Hilary was very interested.
One of Mary's real passions was animals, and in particular dogs, and she was really pleased to acquire the Thomas Fall collection, which is a photographic archive of pedigree dog breeds.
But it isn't a hodgepodge of things. It is a very, very well organised and carefully curated resource.
The ILN archive is an unparalleled collection of 9 different illustrated magazines. It really did cover theatre, society, sport, fashion, and art and illustration. I don't think I'm exaggerating by saying it's one of the best visual records of the past 150 years.
This is known as an unterable book. It has colour chromolithograph plates that were printed almost on fabric. And again, I think you'd struggle to find any better examples of plates for Gulliver's Travels than this particular volume.
And just over there are the catalogues. And there are Harrods catalogues and some department stores which are now long gone, but there is nothing more fascinating than looking through those catalogues, and they are full of intricate engravings of every single item that Harrods sold. There's thousands.
These lantern slides were quite often used for people giving talks, giving lectures, but this is a wonderful series from the late 19th century showing scenes of London at night. And I love lantern slides. They've got such a kind of quality, amazing light. They digitise really well.
Well, again, this is one of the strengths of the library and one of the reasons people do keep coming back to us. Not only are our staff very, very well educated in history, they know the collection inside and out.
They speak to people with expertise who go that extra mile. And I think that customer service and knowledge are just so important these days.
And really, that's the whole thing that was behind Mary and Hilary's great enthusiasm for the library as a project. It was discovering things. It was preventing imagery and books from being hidden away on a shelf, stuffed in an attic, lost forever. And now, in the work that we're doing, is we're opening it up again. They wanted people to take things off the shelf, to look through them. They wanted these things to be seen. They didn't want it to be hidden away.
These images, they're the stuff of life, aren't they? So, you know, we've got it here.